Good evening. Leading Supersport Sunday, it took the All Blacks a while to settle down, but when they did, they were simply too good for the Wallabies at Jade Stadium, winning 32 points to 12. But the Aussies were right in the match until number 8, Rocky Elsom, was sin-binned with half-time approaching. Mark Graham reports.
The All Blacks fielded their first 15 for the first time this season. No strings attached. Probably in response to the pre-match ribbing by the Aussies regarding the Tana Umanga handbag incident, the All Blacks showed they meant business.
And for just the third time, the All Blacks performed Kapa Upango.
But the Wallabies were unfazed and quickly into their stride.
The little kick and chase from Latham, and he's coming quickly, and he's got it. Now here's a great opportunity. Rogers, he's got support from Takiri, and the Wallabies are in.
Australia's backs might have been up to it, but up front the Wallabies were beginning to buckle. And when number 8 Rocky Elsom was sin-binned for his third indiscretion, the All Blacks capitalised.
Was loose, chance.
After a double from flying hooker Kevin Mialamu, the All Blacks took the lead 14-7.
Soyalo holds the pass up for Major. Now there's a chance. Looking left and right. The kick for Rokafoko. Larkin getting back after it. He's controlled it, or has he?
No, he hadn't. The video ref deciding Richie McCaw's hand was the only one on the ball.
Try. And he's given a try.
Replacement Scott Faber was at the bottom of this pile to reduce the lead to 24-12. Leaving bodies everywhere, staunch All Black defence kept any Aussie comeback at bay.
Now the kick through, charged by the All Blacks. Now they've got a chance. Toiaba.
The All Blacks placing one hand firmly on the Bledisloe Cup, winning 32-12. Mark Graham, 3 News.
And full credit to the All Black pack. That's the word from their coach and captain. Richie McCaw obviously relieved that their number 1 team finally got on the park.
I don't know, I think this week, just having the, you know, as opposed to the last 3 weeks, that, you know, if we be honest, it felt a little bit disjointed, but once we had the 30 together, there was a real sort of edge and excitement during this whole week, and the Type 5 certainly set the platform.
We felt that we had a scrum that could do the business if we all worked together, and a line out that would give us good starters and hopefully put them under a bit of pressure on their ball.
Forwards and backs actually chimed in well together, catched and passed well, get us into space. So I think there's a lot of skill showed by the 15, not only the backs.
We definitely gave New Zealand a lot of opportunities. 4 tries, and most of them came directly from our mistakes. And New Zealand are a great rugby side, and they gave us very little.
The All Blacks have won 19 test matches at home, and I think that's a record for the All Blacks in the 100 years of the history of the game.
And for more post-test analysis, we're now joined by 3 News rugby editor Hamish Mackay.
Good evening, Anthony.
Good evening, Hamish. Right, the All Blacks obviously delighted. What stood out for you?
Yeah, a very positive performance, and I guess we wanted to send out a psychological blow to the rest of world rugby, 14 months out from a World Cup. The scoreboard certainly did that. It wasn't all pretty, but I think the areas that have been criticised in the previous 3 tests this season, the line-out was superb. I mean, a scathing attack earlier in the week on Steve Hansen as forward coach. He certainly answered his 1 or 2 critics out there with a top line-out performance, but, you know, very positive all round.
Yeah, in all, that was a very dominant forward display, wasn't it?
Yeah, dominant, yes. I love it. Tractor driving, sheep shearing, wood chopping types up front. The scrum was just menacing, to say the least. And, you know, the Australians, well, I don't know what they're going to do. Do they revert to Popo Dunning and Bill Young, who they've had previously? They did better than those guys did last night.
All right, let's go out to the backs. What did you make of Mills Muliaina at centre?
Yeah, I thought he was pretty superb, actually. I mean, everything was asked of him. He you know, pass mark in every respect. Defence, outstanding. Limited opportunities on attack. But the thing that, you know, that thrilled me the most was the way his combination developed with Aaron Major. It looked like they'd played 100 games together in the midfield. Yeah,
OK,
excellent.
South Africa in a fortnight. Would you tinker with the team at all?
Yeah, well, I guess their strategy is that they will tinker with the team. They've said that, and they've done it so far. I would imagine that Ali Williams might get a start. That's no reflection of the performance of Jason Eaton, who had a top game. Also, maybe Piriwepu would come into a starting team. Also, Doug Howlett. So it's not about changing a winning 15. It's about tinkering and keeping with their World Cup strategy.
Excellent. All right, great stuff. Rugby editor Hamish Mackay, thank you.
Cheers, Anthony.